Hello students, today I am taking torque for you. Torque is the rotational effect of force. It is the rotational effect of force R cross F, RF sin theta. Theta is the angle between R and F, and it is obvious that it is a perpendicular component of R perpendicular to F, which is responsible for torque. We are not concerned with parallel wala component, or it is the perpendicular component of force perpendicular to R, which is responsible for torque. We are not concerned with parallel component. So torque is a vector quantity and the units are Newton meter. Newton meter is also joule work, but this is something different from work, because work done is a dot product of R and F. That means the parallel component is responsible in case of work done, whereas the perpendicular component is responsible in case of torque. So it is the rotational effect of force. It is the rotational effect of force. For a given, let's say I have to open a door, and to open a door my torque required R into F is constant. That means R is inversely proportional to F. Greater the distance from the edge, lesser the force I need to apply. That is why the handles on the door are at maximum distance from the axis of rotation. Axis of rotation, you can understand, the point at which the door rotates. The handle is at the maximum distance from the axis of rotation. In that case, if they are at maximum distance, we need to exert minimum force to open the door. Torque is also equal to I alpha in case of rigid body. Well, both the formulas apply simultaneously. Let's consider a question number 1. A particle of mass m is projected with speed u at an angle theta with the horizontal. This is a particle of mass m, speed u at an angle theta with the horizontal. Find the torque of weight of the particle. So the path is projectile, parabolic motion. Torque of weight of the particle when the particle is at highest point. This is the highest point. Highest point per weight at highest point is mg. So torque, what is torque? We have to consider torque about origin. Now this is the line of force. From this line of force, the perpendicular distance from the origin is this, and this perpendicular distance is r by 2, half the range. So my torque will be weight mg, this is my force, into perpendicular distance r upon 2 mg, where r is range, u square sin 2 theta upon g. G से G cancel out, m u square, so it's 2 sin theta cos theta, sin theta cos theta, 2 also gets cancelled out, so m u square sin theta cos theta, 2 cancelled out, 2 sin theta cos theta. This is your torque. This is your torque. Let's move on to another question. A simple pendulum of length L is pulled aside to make an angle theta with the vertical. This is a pendulum, and you have pulled aside this pendulum such that it is making an angle theta with the vertical. Such that it is making an angle theta with the vertical. Torque of weight of the bob W. Now weight is W. This is the line of force. The line of force about which the weight is acting is the line of your force. You have to consider the component of L which is parallel to this weight about the origin. So this is the line of my weight. Now this is my origin, point of suspension. Origin, point of suspension. From point of suspension, the distance, perpendicular distance from the weight is this. This is my perpendicular distance. This is angle is theta, this angle is theta. This is L cos theta, this is L sin theta. So torque is weight into L sin theta. We generally put negative sign over here. The negative sign represents that this torque due to weight is trying to decrease the value of theta. It is trying to decrease theta. It is always directed towards the mean position. Torque is trying to take the bob towards the mean position to decrease the value of theta. That is why we are taking torque as negative. The direction of torque will be inside the plane. It can be seen by right hand thumb rule. This is the direction. If this is the direction right now, this is the direction. So I am tightening up the screw and the torque is inside the plane. Inside. That means cross. Outside means dot. These are the general sign conventions that we use. Okay. Third question, a force of 6 Newton is exerted at 30 degree to the wrench at a distance 8 centimeter from the nut. It is just able to loosen the nut. What force capital F would be sufficient to loosen it if it acts perpendicularly to the wrench at 16 centimeters? We have to tell this force. If we exert a force from this point, 8 centimeter from the center, this force is 6 Newton. Now, torque is R cross F. The value of R here is 8 centimeter, 8 by 100 meter. Force is 6 into the angle between them is 30, sin 30. The torque is this. To open this nut, my torque is same. So it is 16 into F, 16 upon 100 into F. So 6 sin 30 1 by 2 divided by 2, you get the value of F. So F is equal to 6 by 4, 1.5, 6 by 4 is 1.5 Newton. Because to open up the nut, this torque is same in both the cases. Since the torque is same in both the cases, so you can equate the torque on the nut from both the points, right? Let's do one more question, very important question, which generally frequently comes in your school exam. This is a question. A uniform meter stick of mass, this is a meter stick, 0, 1 meter, that means 100 centimeter, of mass 200 gram is suspended from the ceiling from 2 vertical strings of equal length fixed at both the ends. It is suspended from the ceiling fixed at both the ends. The mass is 200 gram. This is 200 gram. 200 gram is 1 by 5 g. 1 by 5 kg. So mg is your weight which is acting from center. Let's mark this point, 50 centimeter wala point. Small object of 20 gram is placed on the stick at a distance 70 centimeter from left hand. Here there is a small object of weight 20 gram. 20 gram, this is 20 gram. 20 gram is 20 upon 1000 kg, 1 by 50 kg. So from this point 1 upon 50 multiplied by G is your weight. Find the tension in the two strings. You have to calculate tension in the two strings. Now, tension in the two strings is T1 and T2. In this case, let us say this is T1 and this is T2. The net force in the upward direction is T1 plus T2. And net force in the downward direction is 1 by 5 G plus 1 by 50 G. Let's take the value of G as 10. So T1 plus T2, 10 by 2 is 2. This is 10 upon 5, 50, 0.2. So T1 plus T2 is equal to 2.2. This is my equation number 1. In case of equilibrium, net force in the upward direction must be equal to net force in the downward direction. So we have equated force over here. Now I have two variables, that is T1 and T2. To solve these two variables, I need two equations. Second equation will come from torque. Let's take this point as origin. And torque due to this T1 will be 0, because since T1 is passing from this origin, which I have assumed right now, since T1 is passing from this origin, so torque is 0 because there is no perpendicular distance. Now, if we talk about this weight, about this point, the torque is, if this rope breaks this point, the torque is like this, clockwise direction, T1, T2. And the torque due to this point T2 will be in anti-clockwise direction. So we can say in rotational equilibrium, T1 plus T2 is equal to T3. Now what is T1? T1 is 1 upon 5 G into 50 centimeter. 50 centimeter is 1 by 2 meter. This is the force and this is your perpendicular distance, 50 centimeter. This mark is 70 centimeter mark, plus 1 by 50 G into 70 centimeter means 70 upon 100 must be equal to T2 into 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter is 1 meter. This T2 into this perpendicular distance. So we have got this equation, G upon 10 is 1. Ten upon 0.5, 1 by 5 into 7 upon 10 is equal to T2. You can calculate this value to get the value of T2. Calculate to get D2. And the value of T2 can be substituted over here to get the value of T1. So this is how we can get the value of T1 and T2. Right? Thank you, students. You can come up with your doubts and do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.